So, so Moses goes through this process of really explaining why it's important to follow the laws. And then there is the repetition of the 10 commandments, which are the laws that you're supposed to follow. And that's immediately followed by the Shema and the V'ahavta. And they serve as the instructions on how to follow the laws. So essentially the Shema is listen, pay attention. And the V'ahavta has all this instruction to teach these laws, teach this to your children. And there's this big emphasis on remembering and teaching and learning from what you've remembered. And then the underlying piece, thread that runs through all of this is that you need to love God and God loves you. So I just want to read from chapter 6, verses 4 to 10, because I think very often we don't really hear this in English. Hear, O Israel, Yud He Vav He is our God, Yud He Vav He alone. You shall love your God, Yud He Vav He, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, and when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them for a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. And in the women's commentary that I use a great deal, I want to share this little explanation. The Shema and the V'ahavta hold special meaning when understood as directives to the Israelites about to cross the Jordan into Israel. At a time so central to the formation of the people, they are told about love and the importance of preserving family, educating one's children, and maintaining one's relationship to the divine. These ideas have helped to sustain the people Israel throughout many years of waiting to cross into Jordan, to cross the Jordan. So for me, all of this serves as some kind of obvious to me parallels to contemporary society. We are emerging from our Egypt, from our Mitzrayim, our constricted place, our wilderness from the pandemic. We're on the threshold of starting anew. And we really need to recognize that what we have lived through is important and that there are lessons to be learned. And those lessons may be different for each of us, probably are. And as I imagine many of the Israelites were filled with trepidation and some with excitement, I imagine we are too. So it's really worth noting that and being aware of the trepidation, of the excitement. And it's probably going to be really, really helpful for us to remember the goodness of divine presence as we move forward. So with that, I invite us to take our seats and to really allow our spines to elongate as we stay grounded with the lower portions of our bodies and reach up to the heavens with the upper portions of our bodies. So let our shoulders drop, our necks and our spines are elongated. And if you're comfortable, gently letting your eyelids close. And even with closed eyes, particularly if your eyes are open, just gazing downward. As though you're looking toward your heart. And allowing yourself the luxury of resting in your breath and in your body. Inhaling as fully as is comfortable, no straining. And exhaling completely. Allowing a nice, good exchange of air. very slowly and gently bringing your attention back to the room. And as I continue ringing the chime, you can slowly open your eyes, come back to the room with a smile on your face, and I will share a poem shortly. Upon Emerging, a poem for transitioning out of quarantine by Chazan Jesse Romer. When a butterfly pushes out towards sun, unfolding wet wings, shaking off the last silky strands of home, just before it launches into flight, does it turn back and bless the cocoon that held it? Ma naroa hamakom hazeh. How awesome is this place? Source, bless this ephemeral space where we've grown and sung, each voice alone, where we've listened for or imagined each other's rhythms, tried to sync them with our own. Bless the flickering light that carried smiles over miles to each of us, cocooned inside our homes. Bless the air in which we now, unfolding, blink at the sun, limbs wobbling, slowly remembering, reassembling. Bless the stones on which we step across this creek, treading back to where the ground is pounded, smooth, grooved into circles from season after season of our gathering. Ma naroa hamakom hazeh. How awesome is this place? Baruch hamakom baruch hu. Blessed is the place that holds us.